So it's another summer day out here, and your party gathers in the small town of Down along the coast here. Last expedition, we lost another crew to the Greenskins east of Down in the forest, right? Maybe we will go back, maybe we won't. You guys will be able to decide momentarily.
We should go back to the kobolds.
You're standing in the street of Down. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and of course, many opportunities are available to you, right? Whether you want to continue the campaign to the east, maybe try out other areas. Of course, if you were not here in the last expedition, there's been reports of an ancient temple ruin, another one to the northwest, right? Not really ancient, but an old temple ruin. And we've got the castle ruin north of here. We've got villages to the northeast and northwest, and of course caves to the north and east. A village to the east, and another temple ruin to the southeast, right? What do you guys want to do for this adventure? Any preferences?
We haven't really explored the one where we got the gems through the door. Like, we got to the door and we didn't get anywhere else.
I vote that we have Gold as party leader and go where he goes.
Sure.
I'm cool with going back to the cave, fuck it.
We're not going to the cave.
Gold, you with us?
Yeah, I am. We're gonna need a boat. I need to hire a boatman.
So we're gonna go to the cave with a boat?
No, we're going to a temple.
To the temple? So which is it gonna be? Cave or temple?
A temple to the south, down there.
No,
why do we need a boat?
Because it's faster to travel with the boat down there.
How much is a boat?
When hired, not that much actually.
Okay.
Alright, so was that enough time to discuss your ideas and plans? Are you guys ready to make a decision?
Sure.
Alright, starting with Alfred, the veteran, Alfred II and veteran of House Alpha. What do you say? What should our party do for this adventure?
I say we go to temple.
Alright, VAIEL, what do you think?
Roll wherever we go. Be happy.
Any? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be the tiebreaker.
Alright, Odysseus, the adept. You say the temple?
The temple to the south. I know a boatman.
Very well. And then Hans, the third, an acolyte.
I'll go anywhere.
I go with the temple.
Brother, I was talking to Hans, not Haynes.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
I'll go anywhere where Gold goes.
Alright, so you're on board with Odysseus.
Yeah.
Temple. Alright. And Haynes, now it's your turn.
Yeah, the temple. Sorry, I thought you said names, my bad. So yeah, temple.
Alright, and Desislav, any
Don't
preferences? Or?
sound remotely similar at all.
No, let's go temple.
Okay, everyone's on board with the temple. Very well.
Misspelled it.
Yeah, my bad. Alright, so in that case, you're about to start your travels toward the south, as Odysseus has already, of course, spoke of. We will need to hire a boatman. It will be the fastest way there. You'll take a boat downstream and into the swamps, pretty much. It will get you as close as it can to the island on which the temple ruin is on, in the middle of the swamp. This is definitely a more advanced expedition. Are we on board with this? Right? It's further out. You're probably going to be starting at level 2 upon entry.
Okay, high risk, high reward, right? D&D, that's all it's about, right? Let's go. Yep.
I got my trusty broadsword. It's okay.
I don't mind being ballsy. How are we gonna do any progress if we don't do ballsy shit, you know?
Yeah.
But you do have a level 2 cleric with you, so you've got a good chance of survival. And an extra cleric, right? Hans a third. So,
Me.
And
The
then
Burrell.
we have a thief who's gonna, die.
It's known for having undead. These are known
A
for being good
retarded
scouts
thief.
and leaders.
And it's okay. I'm probably gonna outrun everybody.
If you know how to do your job right. Let's see.
I'll trip you.
Alright.
If he tries to retreat, I'll just stomp his head in.
So to hire the boatman, you go and meet with the boatman a few turns later after leaving down. You find the boatman along the bridge at the harbor here, the docks, and his fee is 1 silver hiring fee, 1 copper an hour that he works for you. But he typically can only take up to 3 people, right? So you're gonna have to hire a more expensive boatman, right, or multiple boatmen. So do you want
I don't
to?
say anything.
Because yeah, that was a canoe.
Fine.
Right, so you're probably gonna get like a river boat since you got a larger team. It's a bit more expensive though. Let's see.
How much more?
I'll double check. Alright, so the fee, so typically the canoeman charges, or it's maybe like 2, 1 silver. So. Alright, we'll do. Alright, the riverboat man, it might be expensive. We'll do a small riverboat man, right? He's got a small riverboat and a crew to help row it. The fee is gonna be 40. It's about 40 coppers to rent out the boat and the crew's fee as well. His crew consists of. Let's see how many men it takes to roll the riverboat. So he's
Was it
operating it.
like 6, 8?
It's kind of expensive to hire a riverboat.
There's 6 of us.
Let's see.
Yeah, but we'll be tired if we row the damn thing.
But we have rations, right?
So how about this?
Alright.
Is it cheaper to get a boat and we can just row it ourselves?
You could buy your own canoe. If you buy a canoe, it's a lot cheaper. Canoes
Cheaper, but like,
cost 1 silver, and you can put about 2 people in them for a normal canoe.
So we could buy like
2 to 3.
multiple, canoes and then have, travel.
Yeah, if we have
if we buy multiple, it's probably
money
gonna
for
be-
it. Does anyone have the money for paying for canoes? It carries 600
I
pounds.
technically do, but I'm not willing to bend it. I suggest we go with the secondary strategy then.
Okay.
And heading for the cave. Yeah, I ain't spending that much money on a trip.
We can hire multiple small canoe men. If you do that, each canoe man, right, who rolls a canoe can carry up to 2 people in their canoe. If it's a large canoe, it's double. So a large canoe, hiring them, it would be a lot cheaper actually. We'll do a canoe man, not boatman. So if we do the canoe man, you'll have to hire the guy rowing the canoe. So it's him, just him. The fee is a copper per hour that he rows your canoe. It's a large canoe, so it's a lot longer than a normal one. It carries up to 1,200, so that each person's about 200 pounds, or 200 to 250 pounds pretty much. So carries about 2 to 3, double that, so 4 to 6 people. And you have a crew of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll have to hire 2 of them, or 1 of them and 1 small canoe man. Okay, so the total price instead would be, to rent out the canoes, it's 3 coppers, and then the hourly wages is 2 coppers an hour because you have 2 canoe men. So basically, 3 coppers to hire a large canoe and a small canoe or a normal canoe, and then you have to pay the hourly wages as well. Oh yeah, you have to pay the hiring fee of the canoe man as well, so it's 1 silver each. So when all the math comes down to it, it's 23 coppers is the starting cost, and then after that it's per hour. Are we okay with spending 23
Not that bad.
to hire the services of these canoe guys? Or do you guys want to switch
Sure.
adventure?
Or we could split up. 3 of us go to the caves, and 3 of us go
No,
to
never.
the
That's
park.
like, yeah.
Never split the party. We're going to the caves instead.
Okay.
We will go there once we're higher level and with fewer people.
Alright,
Okay,
so
here we go.
Eastern Caverns or North Cavern? Or North Cave or East Cave?
Eastern Cavern.
One person go.
Okay.
The ones where
Northern
the first blood died.
Northern Cavern is there where there was literal massacre, and we'll go to the east.
Okay. I mean, the most recent reports on a massacre occurred out here too, right? So one group on the way back,
Yep.
one group in their hunt for hobgoblins. Alright. Back into the forest we move, right? Carefully we planned. We didn't set out until about maybe 9 or 8:30.
Yeah.
Okay. Should take us about 2 hours to get there. Let's check for any encounters. Alright. Safe so far. Greenskins. Alright. Safely you managed to navigate your way through the woodlands past the grasslands, and you approach the western cavern, right? Is this the area you want to explore, or do you want to try a different entry?
This is the
Western?
We go from the eastern.
from the
Right
east.
away.
Is it?
Okay, eastern. At 10:40 you arrive at the eastern cavern entry. Or cavern. East cavern. We'll go into the small scale map and begin exploration of it. Here we go. So we got some of the tokens here actually. Right here. ODYSSEUS and VAIEL.
I want the same token that I had as my first character.
Alright, so VAIEL, do you want to prepare a scroll again or something else?
I want to scroll, then I want my silly bitch with a torch.
Oh yeah, your retainer, I forgot to include him. Let's see. Your retainer's name is Bath, right? The veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random grab.
Swear that I'm sick of them.
He has been hired.
Technically, my bow,
You hired him as a non-combatant, or what was his role?
he's a non-combatant.
Non-combatant. Okay, so you only have to pay him hourly wage then. You already paid him 10 coppers earlier, which was banked. So
Yeah.
it's banked coppers. Okay. So yeah, hourly wage of 1 copper. He's in your ranks. You've got to make some money to break even, or to pay him, otherwise you'll go in debt. You can order him to equip whatever else you want, but he's got that as by his own choice.
I need him to go with the torch.
You want to hold the
because
torch?
he's
Okay.
bad, he's fighting. So
Yeah.
shield and torch.
Alright. And what do you want to equip
Then
personally?
I'll hold the bow
Bow?
and the scroll. But you only need one hand, just hands.
Yeah. No, you. So if you use a scroll, one hand holds the scroll while the other one does the hand gestures, so that you can cast the spell. So they're not as
Never mind then. Go up.
versatile as like a normal spell, right? So there's a cost. You can always drop your bow, by the way, to cast it. So you can keep the bow out, drop the scroll to fire, right? Or drop the bow to cast. Make sense? So that's
Yeah,
fine.
you're good. That's fine.
Okay.
Keep you at the rear.
I'm
Alright.
sorry about the chair.
For your center, mate. Yeah, doesn't he sound like center?
Huh? What was that?
What?
I'm talking to Tim.
Oh, okay. Just gonna
Huh?
duplicate this.
What?
I said, doesn't this guy sound like Center?
I don't know who Center is.
Oh shit, you do.
I don't know who that is.
Sinner, is that you?
I don't know that. Oh my god.
It's totally him, too.
I don't know who that is.
Damn.
Bro, it could be him. He did say he has. He did say this is his alt account.
Damn, bro.
No. What?
Your sinners is okay, man.
And he said he has
Who
his.
is-
He has his main account in this server too.
I understand your dedication, dude. It's okay, sinners.
I don't know who that is.
We accept you for who you are, man. If you come out the closet, it's okay.
What?
Alright.
What?
Next up is Odysseus. Do you want to prepare the arquebus as
Yes.
usual? Okay.
Yes, the gun shall be prepared.
You have a gun?
I got to expand.
have a
it.
He has the blicky. He has the blicky.
Alright. Next is let's see. Alfred, right? The second. Let's grab you a new token.
Hmm.
Okay, inmates too.
If you see one you like, just tell me and I'll grab it for you.
Okay. We're gonna stop right there. The top row. And then it's gonna be the one, the second one in. That one. Yep.
Looks like he has a big ass nose.
You got something big, all right.
What do you want to
His
equip?
nose.
Your
Which
spear
one
and
I equip?
shield or something else, right? It's just spear
Yeah,
or
spear and shield.
okay. Alright. Then Hans, your turn. You see when you like.
Let's see. You know, how about right there to the left? Go
Me.
up a bit. A little
Hans,
bit.
not Haynes. Hans.
How does Haynes sound remotely close to Hans? It does not. Keep going.
It's okay right now.
It was right above the one that the last guy chose.
He was the one that he had previously. It was some knight.
Yeah, the one that had first time.
It was at the beginning. I'm
Uh,
pretty sure.
this one?
That one right there. Yeah.
Alright. This is the last
Damn,
Hans.
Hans the Crusader.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Last of the Hans.
You're a Crusader, bro.
Yeah. I'm the Holy Crusader. I may get lots of holes.
This will
Bro, you better survive, because this is the end of your line right here. You can only go up to 3.
yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait,
you
what?
only can go to 3. After that you have to change your name.
And so with your name, like Hans the first, second, and third, that's it, bro. There's no more.
Oh.
Hans the third, the first.
Alright, next. Oh yeah, what do you want to
Why
equip,
is
brother?
that? Oh, my sword, my broadsword.
Because there's not enough time in between, right? It's the one generation of men. You got grandpa, father, and son.
Oh.
That's sad.
You already lost 2 of them.
Shield.
Or no shield?
Do I have a shield?
No, you don't. You just got a broadsword.
What they say?
Alright, next is
Me.
just going down the list. So Haynes actually, and then you. Actually, Haynes was late. We'll let you go first. Okay, DESISLAV, you'll need a new token. So if you see one you like, just tell me.
Yeah, there was some samurais or something. It was pretty down, you know.
Here?
Somewhere over here. Yeah, I want the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's badass.
I think
Oh,
Karm
damn,
is rage
and a
baiting,
Orc.
isn't it?
It's badass. You gotta give it to him.
I think Karm was rage baiting every time you say Hans, he starts talking.
No, that's not how you rage bait, but alright.
Okay. How do you confuse Hans with Haynes?
Alright, bro, shut the fuck
Haynes, it's your turn now. It's Haynes' turn now.
Alright, give me that guy to the right. The one looks like looks like a merchant. No, above right there, it looks like a merchant, yep.
This one? The Catalan?
Yep.
Bucket. Yeah, okay. Name? Or I mean, equipment?
I mean, I got a 10-foot pole and a dagger, so.
Okay.
No shit, you wanna stay next to me in line? You wanna be my line buddy?
Alright, we are ready to move in.
Please, bro, you
I'm
gotta
gonna stay right.
Are we ready with, are we okay with only one torch guy? Or do you guys want two?
We should.
Fuck it. I'll light another one up.
Yeah, we should more two
I'm
lights.
gonna
Or
stay
go
next to Odysseus.
Maybe
no matter what.
Hans can take it, he has one hand free. Or maybe Odysseus.
Yeah, I can take it.
Torch is a symbol of leadership.
I can take it.
Okay, Hans, he took it.
I got my shield and javelin. I'm ready.
Alright, Vail expended another torch. So we expended one from Bath, he had the one on him. Actually, he has he has all your torches. So you ask you ask Bath to light two. Oh my god.
これは後方システムのテストです。
I'm not sure why they're testing so hard today.
これは後方システムのテストです。テスト
What?
5、4、3、2、
Who's English? I'm scared.
There's not English or
Test
Japanese,
終
it's
了です。
probably the base test.
Yeah.
This is a test of the Marine Corps
Yep.
Mass Notification System. This is only a test. Test 5, 4, 3.
Imagine
Two,
if it no longer said
one.
test.
2.
Test out.
So
Shit,
stupid.
noob.
Alright,
Russia.
sorry guys.
Imagine.
No, bro.
Cannot need that
I
shit.
got fucking.
Alright.
Your desk.
Yeah, your desk.
Who wants to lead the way in?
I shall.
Odysseus. I'm gonna stand right next to Odysseus.
You'll bear the light. Let's see.
Yeah.
You will burn
I
it.
am the Holy Crusader.
If y'all don't got a 10-foot pole, we should probably put the defense at first.
I mean,
Gee.
we've already explored this cave. We already know there's nothing like in here. You know.
Just
Right
the
at the
entrance.
entrance. At the entrance, there's a trap. We don't know if it's reset it.
That's okay, I have a pole.
We
Yeah,
broke
but you're
it,
not the
remember?
first line.
Doesn't mean it's not fixed, but
Alright, let's get
We
into
break the
this.
trap.
So,
I broke
who's right after them?
my last trick.
Yeah.
Who wants to follow? Second
We
rank.
can't reset if it's broke.
I could
I'll
be
follow second rank.
line. Yeah, that's my buddy right there.
Yeah, boy.
me and my buddy are flash rank, wherever the back is.
Alfred.
Oh, you're going to the back.
Alfred is-
Big bird. Yeah.
Who else is second? Just Vail? Or Vail's in
Me
the
and
rear?
him.
I'm gonna be rear.
Who's second then?
Alfred
Alfred.
is second.
Alfredo.
Hints, you want to be second too? Just give me the
Yeah.
rear torch. He is not non-combatant, by the way. His job is not to fight, right? So if he has to fight, he wants double wage, right? So he's here to help with any non-combatant roles, whether it's treasure hunting, trap detection, right? So non-combatant roles. Alright, let's explore. The only way forward is west, right? Pretty much. There's rubble toward the north. Water flows down into the cliff, down the cliff to the southwest. 2 exits to the northwest, right? One north, one west. They go into tunnels, which continue in their respective directions. Which way would you like to proceed?
west?
We shall go west, yes.
Alright, west it is. So far, little to no changes within the cavern. It's summer. It's another summer day. Maybe this now has moss on it. It's mossy rubble. And let's see.
How long has it been since we've been in this game?
Has it been since you were last year? Maybe a few days. Since there was a crew last year. The last two crews didn't make it here. Or there was one, but they died on the way back. Alright. Yeah, carefully exploring westward. Looking for enemy position, right? And, or treasure and traps. So far, little to nothing is spotted here. Let's see. As you continue toward the west, you do notice that the floor here is a lot more cracked. There's more cracks in the floor here. Looks precarious, dangerous, perhaps unsafe to move across. Perhaps due to the water damage or various other factors, but it's cracked, right? Oops.
We do not go near that hole.
Yes, master.
I swear to fucking Christ, I will shoot.
Just being crazy. For the whole-
It's just kind of cracked up floor, so it's a bit unsafe looking, right?
Yeah.
Alright, we avoid that. You can continue toward the west. Crew is following closely behind. Speak up if you want to try anything differently, otherwise you are following your captain, right? Or your leader. Alright, you're at the western corner. Northwest, you can continue north or west from here.
No one ever actually continued north. You don't know what lies beyond the trap.
Indeed.
We do.
Alright, I take your word for it then. We continue west.
West?
Trust me, it's just a hole.
I know.
Alright, you're moving through a narrow tunnel, 10 feet wide. It's cramped in here due to a large, or 3-foot wide, blood-stained demon statue sitting in the middle floor. Bones along the side as you walk across, it crunch under your feet, right? Making noise, maybe alerting anything nearby of your movement. Otherwise, your party is able to continue their advance. Up ahead, mapped on your campaign map, you've got the broken pressure plate up ahead. Remains unchanged. Scratch marks past it, but the tunnel only continued 20 feet west from the exit and continues into a chamber which continues southwest. You are approaching that chamber right now.
Yeah.
Alright, you made it to the chamber. It continues southwest. There is an exit to the north and west, southwest corner. Toward the north, it's more of an alcove. You can see like an alcove turning the corner toward the north.
I've already been here before. I know what's in the north.
Okay, yeah, pedestal, tapestry, fire, unlit. Little to no changes in here. A door to the south.
Yeah.
Can I check out the statue?
Yeah.
Go ahead, we have a little time. Move on this room.
It's quiet. It's empty so far. The party continues in, carefully and quietly. Alright, as you round the corner, or as you push in, we do have contact with some type of monster around the corner. We hear sudden scampering feet.
Southern or north?
North. Scampering feet,
so the
squeaking around the corner as you advance into the chamber.
Right.
Right. Put them on the board.
You know.
There we go.
I
We've got maybe a dozen or so over there.
Wait, are they just like regular rats or giant ones?
They're giant
Giant
rats.
rats.
They're the size
3
of
feet long.
dogs.
Damn, 13, bro.
Throw a nade if you want.
Oh yeah, throw an 8 in there.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Doesn't aid. They have no way to
Are they-
escape. Doesn't aid.
Alright, so you hear a bunch of rats crawling
Well,
around toward the north. So you hold and you get grenades prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and send that bitch.
Alright, so
I'll toss the grenade. Someone passes me a grenade and I'll toss it.
the retainer
Send it.
here, he has grenades in his
Be sure to light it.
bag if anyone wants to pull a grenade out from his
You
bag.
can light it on my torch.
I do.
Alright,
light
who's
it on
grabbing a
Hansen's
grenade?
torch.
Odysseus.
I am. Odysseus is.
So Alfred, you're gonna
I mean,
you're
it
gonna
shouldn't
move
be
in,
too hard to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move over.
and then Odysseus grab the grenade from Bath. You light it on his torch. The fuse is lit. You wanna chuck it?
Yeah.
The rats, of course, they
Yeah, I'll
reacted.
chuck it in.
Or let me see. The rats, of course, they're just like moving around, but they're fleeing from the torch light. Right, they're getting toward a dark area. So they don't like that light.
Perfect, we
They're just
can corner them up.
all just squeaking about. You toss a grenade over there.
Yeah.
Right. Let me see their reaction to this. So, they're gonna make a morale check. If they fail the morale check, they'll flee. If they've passed, they'll mind their own business. And they flee. So upon landing, they all start squeezing through the cracks in the wall. Right? As many as they can fit through the cracks in the
I
wall.
don't think that's too many.
I
So-
think that's kind of bad, bro. The statue usually
Yeah.
holds gas.
I'm sorry, you're only telling me this now?
So as they're trying to
mean-
move,
I thought you knew that.
We
naturally
already
they have
knew
to
this,
take
but-
turns going through the cracks. There's about maybe 2 cracks, right, for them to
Oh.
access. So about half of them were able to escape, maybe through the various cracks, while the others waited around, scared of what just happened. They were startled by the noise. Others fled through the cracks, while others had no space to move. The ones fleeing through the cracks, they are able to escape the blast most likely, but only about by the time the blast goes off, not all of them were able to clear the grenade, right? So a good chunk of them were still in the alcove when it blasted off, right? About half of them. So yeah, there's supposed to be 13 total. So is that 13?
That's half of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13.
3, 4. Yeah, it's 13. Okay.
There's 6 left.
Yeah, there should be about half left. Half weren't able to escape, half were. Yeah, he tossed the grenade around the corner. As he did that, everyone just want to hold, or anyone want to do anything differently? As he chucked the grenade in
I
there.
hold.
I'm gonna hold.
It's not really gonna affect me because I'm behind that wall.
Alright, here comes the blast. 2d8 damage. Blast is worth 4 damage.
Oh, come on. That's a weak ass grenade.
And then enemies have 1d4 hit points.
-1 the rounds.
So it's 4 damage. Let's see. The main thing is we gotta see if anything make the saving throw versus Dragon Breath out of the 6. Alright, they all took full damage of 4.
No.
So they're all dying or dead, right? Because they only have 1d4. So let me roll the other
You rolled a
5.
4, so all of them are dead.
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 are dying. They're not dead. They're dying. Like they're bleeding out. Their guts are exposed. They're just twitching. While the other 3 are dead. So 3 died
Stab 'em.
and 3 are dying. Right, they're in the process of dying. The others fled.
Leave them.
Big blast.
Leave them.
Noise check though. Alright, that was a loud noise, so it's gonna be I would say 1 in 6
That's 2
chance
in
that
6.
there isn't an encounter, right? So something in the area hears you and it can react to your crew. Alright, they're indifferent. So there's a loud noise echoes throughout the chamber, but there's no immediate response. The only thing we see after is 3 dead rats and 3 dying rats twitching. Alright, Hans, or party, what are we doing from here?
I would suggest we keep
South.
moving. No.
Odysseus leads you
Yeah, we
south.
could.
Speak if you want to try something differently, but Odysseus leads your crew south. Hans, you want to follow still or something else?
Yes, I'm always following Odysseus.
Alfred, fall in or something else?
I'll follow south.
Okay. Haynes, you're following south still?
Yo, Haynes.
Or is AFK?
Underwear!
No, I'm back. I'm just bathroom.
Alright, he was pissing himself.
I'm gonna follow through.
What?
VAIEL and DESISLAV, you guys good? Or do you guys want to try anything else before we continue?
No following.
We approach the
Are these
south
rats
door.
worth something?
Yeah,
The
their
rats are
heads should be worth a few
36.
coppers.
Yeah.
We can come back for
Just
them.
leave them be for now.
Alright. We can grab some on the way out. At least their heads.
Let's see. Alright,
That's
we're at the
the
wooden
idea.
door.
Anyhow, right. Last time I checked, this door was unlocked. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Alright, let him through.
Alright, so you want to open this door
That will
up?
be Hans the third.
Just make space for him. What do you put away to open the door? You want to hand off the torch temporarily to Odysseus so you can open it?
Yeah, hanging off the torch, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to have my sword.
Alright, you pull that door open. It opens out to the west, revealing a stair.
Oh my god.
What?
A stairway.
Stairs.
Stairs. Okay, I thought you said a stare, like something staring back at me.
Not yet.
Not yet? Wait.
It's a door at the
Gosh, there's
bottom.
gonna be like a demon up here or something.
Alright. Door at the bottom.
I grabbed the torch back from Odysseus.
Yeah, you open this door, and we do have enemies behind the door. This door is open,
Oh shit.
but there are enemies here. Particularly, they're on
Open
they're on
fire.
guard shift. So
Thanks,
you open
thanks,
it,
Ante.
they're just like on guard. Let me check if they're surprised. They are not surprised. And were we? Hans was in the
Yeah.
middle of opening the door. We were surprised. So as he was in the middle of opening, they have first action. So they were ready for us. Hans was not exactly expecting them. So as soon as Hans opened it, they probably knew we were here because of the sound we made, right? So they were just waiting behind the door. It turns out it is an orc encounter. So let's check out what we got appearing.
An
Oh
orc?
god.
An orc? Oh, yeah.
Am I gonna die?
Pig-faced brutes.
Probably.
I want to kill some pigs. I want to slit their throats.
Am I gonna
Calm
die?
the fuck down. You have a police station.
Am I gonna die?
No.
No, we have an elf that can use magic, man.
Alright.
Then we're gonna run away.
Or,
Number appearing
You're pussy.
2d8 in the dungeon.
2D8. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh,
Don't tell ya.
okay, hold on. That's not that bad. He could have rolled the 16 of them. He rolled 11. You can let them pile in the doorway, or let them come in the room and then cast.
I'm grenading them.
Let's just let them pile up.
Yeah,
Throw a grenade in there.
you already have a good choke point. You can toss a
Yeah,
grenade.
we could. Yeah, a grenade.
Grenade that shit.
Was an orc like a pig person or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pig. It's like zombie pigman from Minecraft, but brawling as fuck and they can hit.
Well, now they're piglins in Minecraft. They're no more zombie pigmen.
Orcs are somewhat
Sucks.
intelligent. They're semi-intelligent
Why is there so many?
because he rolled 11.
There's 11 of them.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
So the orcs are down here, right? Like a patrol of, or an orc guard, right? They're at the bottom of the stairs, just waiting. They've got shields in the front, and behind them are pole arms, right? So you open the door, and they immediately begin. Let me see their reactions here correctly. Reaction is hostile. They begin advancing, right? They begin pushing the stairs, right? They oink and push the stairs with pole arms ready
Close
to
the door.
thrust. You want to close it, or
Close it?
how do you want?
No.
So you're in the middle of
Back
opening
away.
it. You want to slam it shut?
Yeah.
You want to slam it shut?
You
Okay.
slam it shut.
So
Back away and let
Odysseus like
Odysseus
sees
shoot
him opening it. He hears the movement. He immediately slams the door shut. Right? You were not ready exactly. You were trying to open it.
Hit me
Yeah,
grenades.
you slammed it shut. Right? They're at the door. Right? Okay. Yeah,
These
they're
guys
pushing.
even open them? I think they can,
Alright.
I've only
So-
got one more grenade on my guy, by the way.
Let's list off actions.
Back
Starting
up,
with
get a grenade.
Odysseus. He's calling for a
We
grenade.
need it.
Hans, how do you want to react? What's your next move?
Back away and let him do it.
You're backing off. Alfred, spear and shield. Do you want to just move to the side or something else?
If he's gonna throw a grenade, I'm gonna back up.
Okay. Back up to the east.
You let-
I don't have
back,
grenade.
back
I
away
need
in front of me since you have a shield.
Baff is bringing you his grenade sack. Right, you can reach in there and pull one out. Let's see.
Yeah.
Provided by his employer. Let's see.
Provided by his employer.
Alright.
I don't have anything.
So you're reaching into his bag for a grenade. The orcs are actually trying to slam the door open. So do you want to push your body against the door?
I'm gonna light. This is gonna be a very tricky situation because we're gonna let the door fly open as I toss the fucking grenade.
Yeah. So they're not gonna wait for you to think. So what do? You want to think about it, or I guess that's what you're doing, right? Haynes,
No, we're not. Get
Oh
up.
my god,
Get
bro.
just hold the fucking
what's your move? You have 10
hold
seconds.
the door.
Haynes.
You have a
I'm backing up.
Okay. Where are you backing up? Just okay, backing up. All right.
Yeah, right
Vael,
there, right there.
What's your move?
Prepping sleep.
Okay, preparing to cast. You want to drop the bow, so you can start
Yep, go
casting.
ahead and drop it. Go ahead and get sleep started. So right when I can see multiple of them, I can just sleep them.
This Alpha's my savior.
All right, and then DESISLAV, your move.
I'm gonna hold position right around the corner with my shield and javelin.
All right, good to go. All right. So what actually happens, of course, is Odysseus called for a grenade. He backed up. Baff ran to him. Doesn't really open the sack, but it says it's in the satchel, right? He's reaching in there, figuring out the situation. But as that happened, they slammed the door open. It's unlocked, right? No one's pressing against it. They slam it open against Odysseus, right? Which means they're forcing Odysseus back, possibly hurting him. So they slam the door against you.
Let's see.
So basically, they're going to do a forced doors check on them. They're going to slam it open on you. See if he can excessively slam it. He did. Alright, so
Oh.
not only did it hit you, it
Reroll.
forced you into the... Okay. Reroll of the game? Sure. Alright, so it just hits you. So the door hits you, just pushes you back. Right, so you're staggered back. You weren't able to pull the grenade then. You got staggered, right? He slammed the door open. This guy pushed in with the shield. And with the shield, he went in for a shield bash against Baff, right? Slams into Baff. Does an unarmored attack against him. Slams right through him. And takes him to the ground. Let's see if he's able to force doors him. Alright, force doored him. So he does two things with his force. He not just knocks him to the ground, he also damages him. Right, so he excessively forced him to the ground. Right, slammed him to the deck, tackled him. So shield slammed or shield bashed him to the deck. We'll say that's just a 1d2 damage, right? So odds is 1. Alright, it's 2. Okay, so it's 2 damage to Baff. Did he survive it? He did. He's pretty tough for a fighter. But he's not supposed to be a combatant, right? So he's not going to fight back. He's going to probably withdraw. He's been slammed to the deck. Torch falls to the ground. Becomes half radius. So it gets a little darker. Alfred, as he, charged through, you can thrust your spear into him, right? Here comes your thrust. You want to flank, right? You can react and flank. Are you with us?
Alfred.
Alpha.
Okay.
Sorry.
What's your
I'm
move?
going to
You
stab
can
him with my spear.
Okay, very well.
Good.
Here comes the flank, and it's a hit. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
1d6 plus your strength adjustment. 5. Plus minus 1, sadly. So 4. Let's see if it's a kill. It's an orc. A normal orc. So, average size. Alright, that's a kill. As he slams the back to the deck, your spear flanks him, gets him right in the side of the neck. Killed him, right?
Nice.
Alright,
How
so
much
as that
hit
one
points do they
falls
have?
dead, this one slammed the door open, this one had a polearm,
Be a
and
fighter.
rushed right in after. As Odysseus was stunned by the door, this guy charged in right after this guy fell and thrusts his polearm into Odysseus from the doorway, right? As he got slammed. Alright, did he get hit? He missed, right? So he hits the wall behind him. Right, fortunately. While that was going on, of course, DESISLAV, you saw an opening. If you wanted to throw your javelin, this would be a time to do so. Either the shield guy or the polearm guy. Who did you want to go for? Did you want to throw your javelin or do you want to hold on to it?
No, I want to throw it, but
Okay.
I don't know. Probably the polearm guy.
Shield guy.
Polearm guy?
Shield
He's a
guy?
little easier to hit because he doesn't have a
because
shield.
He's providing cover.
Okay.
No,
The polar gun is low, so I'm gonna do the polar gun.
Alright.
Okay.
Yep, you get a +1 for close range, +1 for uphill attack. Penalties include the coverage he has. You only see half of him, so it's a -2 penalty. Back to 0. Checking your dexterity score for any adjustments. Alright, -1, so it's a -1 penalty overall.
Oh, fuck.
You missed. Alright, possibly you hit this guy. Possibly. We'll roll. Because they're very close to each other.
Possibly.
Alright, total miss. You just hit the wall instead.
Damn.
Javelin falls to the ground. Complete miss. Alright, and you're disarmed. You'll need to rearm. Maybe you can take that bow or something. Or someone can pass you a weapon. While that was going on, of course, Vael, he dropped his bow and began reading a scroll and gesturing the, of course, magical spell, right? So he launches a spell at them at the end of the round because he dropped the bow at the beginning, which is free, and began reading the scroll immediately, right? Using his other hands to make the gestures, speaking the runes into existence, and sees his 2 targets, right? Okay. So as that was happening, Haynes, you just backed up into the wall. And was there anything else you wanted to do during that round, or just stand by? It's still round 1. Okay. Hans, of course, you backed up into a pedestal as the enemies charged, and we, start to confront them. Did you want to charge back, or did you want to hold the line, or something else?
Yeah, I would like to charge at the polearm guy.
Okay. So after DESISLAV threw his javelin, you charged them, right? The guy slammed the door against Odysseus. You ran toward them with your sword, right? Getting in the way. If you make this move, by the way, you will be in the way of VAIEL'S spell. Is that fine?
Oh.
Or you
Wait,
can
would
stop
that put me
halfway.
to sleep too?
No, it's just he won't have a target. The spell will fizz out, right? Or it would be it wouldn't
Okay.
fizz out, but if he does anything else, it would fizz out, right? He would be like ready to cast it still, but he wouldn't be able to launch it right away. Like finish casting it. You'll delay the cast.
He will still have it.
Right. He will still have it, but you're gonna delay him from casting. You'll get in his way. You have 5 seconds to respond. So you hold? Okay. You stepped forward, you thought about doing it, but then you realized, VAIEL'S back there reading magic out loud, so you stopped right there. And because you're right there, he can just barely see one of them. You're blocking vision to this guy. So now you only can target one. Okay. We all make mistakes in combat, right? It's chaotic. So let's see. Let's see how many he affects only 1. So let's make it save throw versus sleep. Passed. It fizzes out against this. It fizzes out against him, right? It was not affected. Scroll goes burnt, right? Alright, unfortunate results. Okay, so we're down 1 sleep scroll. We have 1 left. Alright. That is the wrap of round 1. We're now going to round 2. So Baff has been tackled. He's probably going to get back up. But starting with Odysseus, after being slammed, do you want to just turn and fire? You want to open fire point blank?
Yeah.
Okay, you're about to blast this guy in front of you. Hans, do you want to step forward and slash or something else? Yeah, but line of fire, right? So your bullet doesn't spray; it's a straight shot. All right, Hans, are you what are you gonna do? You gonna charge? You gonna hold? You gonna back up?
Baff up. Hope baff up.
You'll back up. All right, Alfred, do you want to keep ready to stab them if they come through? You want to advance?
Yeah,
You want to hold?
I'll do that. No, I'll stay where I'm at, and if they come through, I'll stab.
Yeah. All right. DESISLAV, you're disarmed. Val just casted a spell. What do you want to do in the meantime? Because you're disarmed. You don't get a weapon.
Yeah, I got on my shield. I mean, I could take the warbow.
Yeah, but you need arrows after that. So you
Yeah.
take the warbow, you
Clear-
can drop the
secure
shield and start
shield,
pulling
you
arrows
can go
out
in
of
front
his
of
quiver,
me.
right, which is on his belt. So you want to do that?
He has what?
He has a quiver of arrows. So
Yeah.
if you pick that up, you can take arrows out of his quiver, if he's okay with that.
Are you okay with that?
Send fire down range. I don't give a fuck how you do it.
So yeah, you're
Alright.
doing that.
I'm gonna take him.
Drop the shield, grab the bow, grab some arrows. That's your turn. That's happening throughout the
Yep.
turn. You won't be able to fire yet because you're equipping. So
Yeah.
while you're in the middle of equipping, we know what these guys are doing. Vael, it's your turn again as he's reaching through your quiver for arrows, picking up your warbow. Are you pulling out another scroll or something else?
Magic missile.
Magic missile, alright.
Magic missile!
That shit
So you
does
pull out a
not
magic
hit.
missile scroll and you begin reading it immediately. So you start casting middle of the round. It'll go off at the end of the
Correct.
next, or middle of the next round. So
If I do not have a target, just let it stay above me until a target comes in view.
the more targets, the better. The more targets in view. So once they fully push through,
Correct.
then you could possibly shoot your missile through multiple. I'll let that happen. Let's see. Haynes, dagger and pole.
How
You just
much
want to stand back
damage-
here.
How much damage does a pole do?
Maybe 1 to 2 damage. Not much at all. It's not a fit.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do anything. I don't have anything. I can't do anything. So
Got a dagger, bitch.
a dagger, really?
You could tie
You
your
get
dagger
fucked
to the
up.
Yeah,
pole.
you could tie your dagger to the
I don't
pole.
have rope.
Who has
I
rope?
do. I do. Come on. How
You
long
do?
would it take? I'm sorry.
Mhm.
This stream was glitchy. I was like,
Alright.
like the quap.
Are you asking me how long it would take, or you just want to get started? Because if you ask me how long it take, it's gonna be your character thinking.
Get
You're already
started.
thinking.
I'll just tie the dagger
Alright.
on top of the tip of the pole.
Okay. So Haynes, he's like, "What should I do? What should I do?" Right? And Vale's like, "Fucking tie that thing!" Right? And this suggest. So you start tying it halfway through the round. You grab out your rope. You start putting the pole and dagger together, create a makeshift spear. It'll take you some time, but in the meantime, everyone has declared their action for the round, and they have declared theirs. We're now going to resolve round 2 actions. So during round 2, we'll start with any missiles, and there were some missiles, starting with Odysseus. He fired upon this first guy here. Here comes his shot. 19.
That's nothing.
Hit. If you want, possibly you can shoot down the line. If it's enough damage, possibly you can go through him.
Yeah, do it. I'll
But
do
first of all, let's see how much damage you deal. So it's Arquebus 2d12 damage. Alright, so you're
it.
dealing
Did you just
12.
cut out?
Oh yeah,
there we
you want 2 targets? Okay. So yeah.
There we go.
So in that case, we'll make 2 attack rolls. Here's their second one. Alright,
The first one
14.
Nice.
14 against his shield and everything. But it should ignore most armor. Let me double check. Or has it got a bonus against armor? What's the gun? Alright, list of items.
It's a fucking rifle.
It's
Yes.
a rifle?
It's a medieval firearm. It's an arquebus.
So it's a musket.
Yeah, basically.
Before that,
Well, technically it
it's
is
an
a musket.
earlier version
But
of a
it
musket.
uses a fuse instead of
It's
a flintlock.
it's a
More like a
grandfather of the
Yeah, it's grandfather.
So does it use a flintlock or does it use a fuse?
Don't matter. I shot.
So
Trying to get it right.
bullets. Let me check description on bullets.
Oh shit, he's going into detail.
Just gotta make sure we're doing it right.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that shit's realistic, bro.
Qualities.
Oh, just
Plus
like
4
the
versus
goblins?
armor, and then the firearm is minus 4 to hit, like an arrow. So minus 4 but plus 4 against armor. Alright, so it's kind of neutral. Close range. Yeah, we've got close range bonus at the very least. Alright.
I got a question. Do blunderbusses exist in this?
Yes.
Armor's negated by 4 at least. So plus 4 against armor. Alright. So yeah. It's definitely going to go through the armor, but it's also very inaccurate. You're firing at close range, plus 1 bonus. 15 a hit. Let me check their armor class.
I
Okay,
think it was a
6.
13.
They're wearing
Yeah.
heavy helmets, heavy hides, shield. At least this one is, right? So 6 plus 6 or minus 6, AC 0 for this guy. Alright, we are 15. So, we hit this guy though. We
Well,
rolled
the
against
first
the guy.
one-
Yeah, 18.
That we rolled a 19 with
19.
that guy.
Yeah.
And the guy behind him got a 14, as you say.
Yep, plus 1
so
bonus.
Did it go through?
Because you targeted 2 at once, right?
It's an arquebus.
You missed this guy, so the damage is halved against this guy. So you take half. He takes half damage.
Ah,
Because you targeted 2 at once. So you
Which
try to
is
shoot
still
through this guy and into
2d12.
this one. In the end, it's just 1d12 then to this one. I missed this guy, didn't go through him, so it stayed in this one. And didn't go through enough to hit this guy. So you fired, went through him, hit this guy, but didn't do any damage. You just hit the armor.
So, okay, bounced off his armor.
Wasn't enough anymore. 9 damage to this one, and he's probably dead. Yeah,
He's
dead.
not alive.
You blasted this one though. Went right through his shield. Oh wait, this guy doesn't have a shield though. Let me check if that still hits. He would have AC of 2 instead. Then we rolled 15. Yeah, we
I
still.
thought he had pole arms. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, he had a, yeah, he had
This
a
guy's a
pole
shield. This guy's a
shield.
polearm.
Yeah, the first shield guy died. So
His shield got literally destroyed by a bullet.
All right, so this one's for sure down. I'm checking if this guy got hit. Because do you have any other bonuses to hit?
He said a heavy helm and a hide, right?
Heavy hide, heavy helm, heavy shield. All right, yeah. So it definitely didn't hit this one. I just checked. Yeah, just went through this guy. He's dead. So that guy was blasted dead, right?
easy.
1 kill. All right.
But what about
Nice.
the guy? What? Okay, so the guy behind him didn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't fall. The bullet missed.
What's the guy behind him have?
Polearm.
They're all pull arms. The 2 guys that died, they have
Alright.
shields. The other ones have pull arms.
If you want to take your round to look at their weapons, you could, right? But they're not gonna. They're not waiting for you to take a look at their weapons. Also, yeah, try not to speak out of order, if possible. But that Odysseus began the round by firing. These guys were taking various actions, like DESISLAV was grabbing warbow, pulling some arrows from the quiver. While that occurred,
How much did I get?
you just grab like 1 at a time or a few at a time. Well, just probably once so you can actually use it. So you're about to fire. You're gonna fire next round because you were preparing the weapons throughout the round. It took you 10 seconds to fully prepare. While all that was going on, he fired his gun. I think Hans, you said you were holding the line, right? Or were you charging?
I was helping Bath up.
Yeah, you were gonna
What I
intercept.
said.
So this guy stabs at you from here with his polearm. Same with this guy. They moved up and thrust their polearms through the doorway into you. You can't reach them.
Oh.
Alright. So as they thrust their polearms at you, did you want to step forward and try to pass it, or do you want to back up? Or hold the line?
Back up.
So you try to back up as they thrusted their polearms at you. We're going to check initiative. See if you could back up before they made their thrust. Here's your initiative. 3, here's theirs. As a group, 3, simultaneous. So as you're backing up, their polearms are going into you. It was a 10 and an 18. You have little to no armor, I think, right? Let's see.
I have
Hans.
a Gamison.
So you take 1 hit. They get 1 hit on you. The other one missed. Your armor protected you. So 1 bounced off your helmet. The other one goes into your gamson and deals to polearms with the D10 of damage. He took
So
9.
yeah, actually, oh my god.
Damn.
Anyone want to use their reroll of the game? I think Odysseus used his already. I
Please.
think VAIEL already used his
Please.
for this game.
I don't know if I have one. I need to do the. I tried to do the subscription on my phone. It's not letting my laptop charge right now.
GG's.
Yeah, I never received
But I
it,
don't
I
know.
think.
I don't. Yeah.
Alright, so I guess nobody else has
Still
one, right?
winnable.
So there is a fudge if you want to use your fudge for the game. You still have 1 fudge if you want to use it now to save Hans.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay. Hopefully you won't need it for yourself later. But you use it on Hans. You're like, Hans, watch out! Right, and so you're getting your gear out and pulling your scroll out, and then you can start casting, of course. But you yelled at him, right? He like hurried it up and just barely dodged that polearm because he fudged it for a miss. So he stepped back out of there, out of the reach. They thrust their polearms at our crew, and you just barely
Real anime
made him
moment.
panic, right? say. Vael saved him there.
Thank you.
Called out to him. Said, back the fuck up, right? And he probably should have done that at the beginning, but he kind of reacted a little later, right? Because originally he wanted to just hold the line. The enemies didn't realize how the enemies had pole arms, could reach him from a distance. Right. Anyway, since they were thrusting their pole arms, the enemies are pushing in still, trying to advance through the stairs, right? Drive you away, possibly. But while that happened, there was no target for Alfred throughout the round yet, unless he wanted to reposition.
Is
See,
that
Dagger,
not up and standing yet?
you got your gear up, but you haven't tied it yet. And then you were able to launch your spell halfway through the round, or start casting it, so it will go off at the end of, or the halfway point of next round, round 3. Alright, so that's the wrap of round 2. Round 3's turn. So round
Wait,
3.
What about Bath? What about?
Oh yeah, sorry, Bath.
able to stand
He
up?
got the fuck
Yeah,
up,
he
of
has to
course,
get
with the shield and torch. He was getting up, grabbing his torch, and he's not a combatant, right? He's backing out of here, right? He's taking cover. So he backed out of there, right? Got behind the front line with this shield and torch.
Well, he has a shield. I can grab his shield, right?
No, it's not yours. It's his.
Oh.
Right. You can try, but he might not give it to you. Alright. And you're not his employer. He's hired on by Vael. So, alright. So as he backed out of there, shield and torch, as everyone else kind of backed out of there. Round 3. Odysseus, round 3 action. Do you want to reload or something else?
I want to go back to Darth, grab his grenade and toss it.
Alright. So you're running to Daf, you're like, give me a grenade, right? And as you're going toward him, he's like dropping his shield, probably at this point, pulling out a grenade to light against the torch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe then Hans will take his shield from the ground.
Take a shield, yeah.
He's
Right.
ducking. Hans is ducking.
So Hans, what do you want to do for your turn? Do you want to grab the shield or something else? Odysseus is like,
grab
get
the
down,
shield.
Hans, right? As he's running back. So do you want to get down or do you want to
Uh,
grab the shield or something else?
Get down and then grab the shield. My next move.
Okay. So you get low, you turn around, reach for the shield. As he's lighting a grenade. He pulled out a grenade, halfway through the run he lit it, handed it off to Odysseus. It's going to blow up. And if he's going to throw it, he'll throw it just like right before it explodes.
I'm through.
Right. So he lit it. Halfway through the round, it'll blow up. He hands it off to you, and near the end of the round, it will blow up at the halfway point of the next round. So right as you throw it, it'll explode, right? Like point blank. So it's gonna throw up. It's gonna blow up very close. So you got down, fortunately. It's a very last second kind of throw because he's passing off a live grenade to you, right? So as that's happening, Haynes, you got your pole and dagger and rope out on the floor, and you're crafting a new weapon right now. So it'll take 10 seconds for you to kind of loop the rope around the dagger, or cut a piece of. Do you want to cut a shorter piece of rope off before you do this, or are you okay with having the full 50 foot of rope hanging from the other end? Right. Make sense? So it'll just be some dead weight. It'll make the weapon heavier.
Yeah, I'll cut a shorter piece of rope. If
Okay.
that makes it faster.
Oh yeah, the weapon will be faster, but crafting will be slower. Does that make sense? So if you put the rope on as
Yeah.
it is, it's faster to do that, but then it will fight slow, right? Because it'll be it'll be a 13-pound weapon or something. So you're slicing a piece of rope off right now. That's what you're doing. You're sawing a piece of rope off. It's gonna take at least
Alright.
10 seconds.
Alright.
And then Vael, your spell's about to go off. You're finishing your last few words, the last 5 seconds of your cast. It's about to go off, and you're gonna have a missile ready to launch at any point you need to. You don't have to launch it immediately. DESISLAV, you got the warbow and arrow aimed. You can stand guard ready to shoot the first that push through if that's the case, right? So you ready the bow?
Do I have a clear line of sight on the left one?
Yeah, you do. You can fire now. Yeah. So you fire. Alfred.
It's not gonna take any penalty.
It should not. Yeah. You've got a pretty clear line of fire on him due to the angle.
I mean, I'm gonna do that then.
Yep. He might have a little bit of
Alfred, you're
coverage, but
pretty
not a
good
lot,
spy.
right?
You shouldn't
Very
do
little to no coverage. It's a pretty clear line of fire
I'm
there.
gonna shoot it then.
Alfred, do you want to just hold the line here still, or do you want to change up your move?
You should.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold the line here.
Okay. Alright, so
Very
round
good
3
position
actions
for him.
have all been declared. What actually happens? They've declared theirs, we've declared ours, they're out there chilling in the walls, Alright, let me check for other wandering monsters upon making noise clear. Alright, so it's just us and them. Alright, so what actually happens, you know, Odysseus backs off, Hans is getting low, they push through. As they're pushing, of course, they're taking fire. DESISLAV opens up with a warbow shot. Here comes his shot. Nat 20'd them, okay? So,
Nice.
yeah, it's one at a time going through.
Pins one motherfucker to the door.
Possibly, yeah. Damage is 2d10.
He dead.
7 damage, okay. Let's see if he died. Kill. Alright, you got this guy. Pinned him to the wall. It was a critical hit. Nat 20, right? So as you crit at that guy, this guy pushed right through after with his pole arm. Then we have another line of shields and a line of pole arms. Shields, and then finally their leader. Alright, so one pole arm down, another pole arm stepped in there. As Hans turned around to grab the shield, he thrusts his pole arm into the back of Hans. This is a very precarious position because now he's getting backstabbed. But before that, Alfred intercepted the spear, right? So Alfred comes to the save. If he misses or doesn't kill this guy, he will definitely kill Hans because Hans is in a very vulnerable position, right? Low to the deck, grabbing a shield. Odysseus, of course, about to toss a grenade, right? Which will be near the end of the round because he's started around pulling grenade, lighting it in the middle, passing it at the end, blows up. He's throwing it at the start of the round, blows up in the middle of the round of the next round, of course, round 4. So, let's see.
And then I can roll in the bot channel, right?
Yeah, go ahead. 1d20.
Oh, fuck, 4. Right.
Damn. Alright. He gets the thrust in on, he runs the polearm through Hans, right? We'll see how that does. 14 total. Right, it's a backstab. With all bonuses and penalties applied, it's a hit. The damage is 1d10.
Wait, how
Hans,
much
you're
health?
at 1 hit point. You tanked it. You tanked it.
He's alive. I can
There's a
keep
polearm in the back.
alive.
Your back. Yeah, so he's bleeding. The polearm went right through his back. He's like coughing blood, right? As he picks up a shield. What did you drop to pick up the shield? The torch. You drop your torch.
Torch.
To grab a shield. Torch falls to the deck. Detach. Alright. As he gets stabbed, ran through by a polearm, the next guys are shield orcs. They push through as they round the corner. You already fired, right? After you fire, they're pushing through with their speed. This one runs into Alfred after he got his thrust in and missed. And this guy runs into Odysseus, right? Polearm line.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Right. So as he hands you off a live grenade, this guy crashes into you. He does a tackle, right, with his shield. A numbered strike. Hits, takes you to the ground. Let's check if your grenade fell over. There's a 2 in 6 chance that you dropped your grenade. Alright, grenade is still in your hand as you get slammed. Let me see if he did a forceful hit. It was a normal, so he just took you to the ground. He just tackled you. You didn't take any damage though. So he just knocked you over to the ground. Right.
So
Grenade's still in your hand. Right. You got knocked down. It's still in your hand though. Right. This guy here has a polearm. He ran in there. After this guy ran his polearm through Hans, he stepped in from the flank, and as Hans has a blade in his back, another one comes into his side, like his rib, right, from the back, as he's picking up a shield. Nat 20'd him, actually executed him. Brought the polearm into the back of his head, sliced it open, right. Hans's head gets split open. His helmet just rips apart.
Yep, I'm leaving. Yep, bye guys.
So that's Hans. That wasn't you, it's Hans.
That's Hans, not Haynes, bro.
No, I know, but like the battle's not in our favor.
Oh, what the?
So.
It was oh yeah, it's double damage. It was a nat 20.
It's exactly, bro.
Okay, so it took 7 damage total, because it was a nat 20. Right, so split his head open. Right, if it was a normal attack, he would have survived it. Right, but it wasn't. It was a nat 20, so headshot. Split his head open.
Grab my sword.
That was the last Hans of the lineage. That's so sad. All right, but you were at the lead. So that's what happens when you're in the front line.
Yeah, I got it back.
I got split open. Alfred gets charged by a shield orc. So this is a polearm. This is a shield. Oh no, this is a polearm. This is a shield. This is a polearm. This is a shield. This is a shield. This shield one's going in for Alfred. this shield one's gonna squeeze past these two while he finishes off Hans, and he's
What
let's
about
see.
magic missile?
It's going off halfway through the round. Yeah, it's about to go off right now. He's getting half move. Alfred, he ran to you with half the speed, and of course
Avenge me.
starts swinging onto you. All right, the spell's about to go off in a moment. Let's see, but he gets to Alfred, or tries to at least, misses Alfred, beats against his shield. The magic missile goes off. The grenade's gonna go off in the middle of the next round. Of course, it's been lit.
At the orcs.
Yeah, you tossed it at the
care how
orcs.
far
You're on the ground.
Avenge my
Get knocked
death.
over.
I tossed it at the orcs. Like how far I can toss
They
it
intercepted
at
you. So what happens is, of course, you were reaching for the grenade. He knocked you down to the ground. Right? You took the grenade. He knocked you to the ground, and you're turning around. You're about to throw it. Right? But he intercepted you. So actually, you were about to throw it, but he intercepted you. He took it to the ground. So you have to throw it next round. So it's probably gonna blow up in your face, right? And he took it to the ground.
You son of a bitch.
He intercepted your throw. So you were about to throw it, right? You were mid-throw. You were about to throw, and he slammed you to the deck, right? He tackled you to the floor. Now the grenade's about to explode between the two of you.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I think you might be able to
Odysseus,
tank
I'm
it.
so sorry.
Somebody's gonna back up.
Here comes the magic missile. VAIEL'S magic missile goes off. Missile scrolls. Blast it. Do you want to roll the damage yourself, or should I roll? This could be a saving grace. What's up?
Go ahead.
Got it. Okay. 2d6 plus 2. It's magical damage. I do double for magical damage. 7 damage total. Let's see if it kills one of them. Which one do you want to target out of these? Out of all of these guys, as it goes off.
Let's do the one on the bottom right.
Okay. Southeast one, next to Alfred.
Oh,
Alright, let's see if you can kill him. If you can
Thank
save Alfred.
you.
Blast it. Alright, he took 2 damage. Or I meant he took 5 damage. Or I meant, no. There's 2 damage left is what I meant. You did 7 damage, he has 5 hit points. He's blasted into the wall by your missile.
And then at the end, because I still have half a round, I'll start pretty good.
Yeah, so missile went through him. Yeah. Possibly it automatically hits. Yeah. Technically you only can make 1 target unless you have the damage. Which is probably not something you want to do. Alright.
The other one might have less than 8 fucking hit points.
Maybe. Alright. I mean,
If I take my chance, really fuck us, because we couldn't not kill either of them.
well,
You know
if
what I
you
mean?
targeted 2 at once, the issue is that if you targeted 2 at once, you wouldn't deal 5 damage to him. You would deal half what you rolled to each of them.
Yeah.
Right. So, which wouldn't
So
kill him
it's-
then. So if you want him to be dead, if you want him confirmed dead, you
I
can't
want him
target
to
2.
be dead.
Okay. So you just targeted 1. Alright. You didn't split the damage. Alright. So yeah, he took the full blast then. Blasted him into the wall. Saved Alfred from being crushed. That's 1 kill, at least. That might be the wrap of the round. Haynes was cutting at the rope. This is about to blow up in their face in about 5 seconds. Because what happened was, at the start, he took a grenade. In the middle, he lit it. At the end, he passed it off to Odysseus. But in the middle, before Odysseus could really grab it, he got slammed to the deck. So, yeah, he got slammed to the deck in the middle of the round. So, now he's passing the grenade off at the end. So, he hands the grenade to Odysseus at the end of the round. Either that, actually, Odysseus might not even have the grenade because he got slammed, right? So, he technically would have the grenade.
Just roll for this.
So he would throw the grenade. He would be throwing it instead of giving it to you because you're on the ground. That wouldn't make any sense, right? He would just throw the grenade himself, right? So he lit it, and he rolls it in to the crowd, right? He rolls it in there. There's a chance that it gets blocked by these 2, so they're in the way. There's a chance it gets blocked by either of them. 2 in 6 chance. Alright, yeah. He rolls it at them, right? He tries to get it further, but it bumps into one of the 2. Right, probably this guy on the left. So he throws it. This guy, it bumps into him, falls to the deck, lands right there. Here's the danger zone, the blast zone. Right here. 10 feet.
Mangled
Nice.
body.
Alright. So that is the
Doesn't
blast
make me-
zone.
Yes.
Right. So you're out of it, fortunately. He's out of it, but you guys are in these.
Yeah.
You're in the stray shrapnel area, right? So you could get hit by stray shrapnel still. So it's a pretty good toss
So
right
can
there.
all of them.
And it's gonna blow up in the middle of the next round. Right. That is the wrap of this round, I think. These two try to push in, but there's no more space for them to advance.
Is
Oh yeah,
there
I
any
forgot
way
this
that
guy.
it could be
He charged in
revived?
too. He
No.
charged in after Alfred. Here's the last polearm line.
Whoa,
Shit.
wasn't no? That guy charged in and he got to that, and the other guy died, so he got stuck there.
Yeah.
So they charged from the stairs. This guy was a shield on you. This guy was also a shield. I think I originally was gonna make him charge DESISLAV. Yeah. So he charged DESISLAV, right? Shield and sword or shield and axe. Because they have a turn too. They didn't just stand around and watch their friends get blasted.
In that case, wouldn't my magic missile hit him and the other guy?
Well, no, it went off the half at the end of the or middle of the round. Remember? So this is his movement at the
Okay.
end. He did a full
That's
charge
afterwards.
up the stairs and then ran his weapon into DESISLAV, right? Which can be done.
In that case, I
The running.
should be able to move down the hallway, right? Because I let it go at the half round.
Yeah.
I should be able to move to the last
Yeah,
half.
in the last half of the round, you can do half your speed down the tunnel. It'd be
That's
dark
what I
though,
wanted to do.
but you can see a little better in the dark as an elf.
Yeah.
And you are a medium foot, so 10 feet. He
Did I
runs
not
into
get my
DESISLAV.
turn?
Yeah, after you fired, you could retreat too. Did you want to withdraw? I see that you saw him charging.
Yeah, I wanted to run. That was
Okay.
my original plan.
Yeah, so you fired your bow, you ran. In that case, he would see you running. He would just turn and swing on Alfred instead, right? As Alfred saw this guy get blasted.
Sorry, bro.
This guy too.
Damn.
Alright, so here comes Alfred's first attack against... Ooh, that was close.
Yes.
Miss. Alright, and now this guy's a polearm against Alfred.
Oh my god.
Nat 20'd Alfred.
Bro, not 20.
Anyone want to save this guy? Anyone have a fudge or a reroll?
No,
It's very
I
unlucky.
don't know.
Alright, let's just pray it's a low roll. See how much he's got.
How does one get a fudge roll, DM?
Legendary. Legendary adventurers or campaigners get legendary rolls, which are fudges. Per game.
Patreon.
Yeah.
You guys
Alright.
should retreat.
So you could survive it. There's a chance. He's got 5 hits, right? So possibly could survive this.
Wait, you said adventurers get fudge?
Legendary players. Legendary adventurers.
legendary.
Heroes get rerolls. Legendaries get rerolls and fudges per game. And then old soldiers or grognards, right? Get double XP as well.
Oh,
on top of everything.
fuck it. I'm upping the Patreon. Give me a minute.
Alright, well, it'll have to be before your next roll then, or whatever. So Alfred gets split apart, unfortunately, by another polearm. Ran through by this orc.
Hell.
Hopefully you get compensated for what you did for your crew. I think you got 1 kill, right? Out of the lot of orcs. So he gets ran through by 1 orc, runs his spear through him. Spear charges him, right? Or not spear, polearm, right? So, like a poleaxe runs it through him. This guy's got a poleaxe too. This is another polearm guy, and the final one's the boss, right? Or the chief of their crew. Captain. Alright, this last polearm here rushed through the gap here. Let's see. There was enough speed. They have a speed of, I think, 30. So, if he started down there, waiting in line to push the stairs, definitely had speed to reach a polearm against Haynes, who was in the
It's
middle
been
of
done.
crafting a weapon.
Deacon, I bought your membership.
You
Oh,
bought it?
Now.
Yeah,
GG's,
crazy.
man.
I appreciate it. Are you trying to use it for Alfred? Or
Yeah.
you want to save it? You using it on Alfred?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Are you using the fudge or the reroll for the game?
I'm sorry, Alfred. It's gonna be the reroll.
Alright. The reroll. Appreciate it. So, Odysseus over there, he prays for you. He sees you surrounded. He's like, you know, God save my companions, right? Oh wait, it's a reroll on damage. It has to be the last roll that was made. So, the last roll that was made was the damage roll. So,
Which was a what?
Let's see.
Oh.
it was a natural 20, the worst possible outcome. 11, yeah, it was meant to be. Unless you want to use your fudge, right? But that's your last Hail Mary roll, right? Your legendary rolls. You used your hero roll on him, right? And it wasn't enough. So. Alright, he's been slain. Poor Alfred. Hopefully he'll be compensated for his death. And it won't be in vain. These two are on the retreat already, looks like. Polearm against Haynes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna survive that, right?
Hit.
Like, what?
Ran him through with the polearm.
You're
You're just cracking up.
Like, bro, what?
Alright,
Like,
you don't know how to play a thief, brother. You do understand as a thief. I mean, you could backstab, you have skulking, right? You just, yeah. Guess you just don't know how to play a thief. You only know how to play fighters. Alright, but yeah, every class has its skill set. Alright.
I guess I didn't have time to run or anything. I just
You're
just turned
cracking
the rope,
up.
I guess.
Did you want to run away or did you want to? There's a chance you could have just started running halfway through the round. You're in the middle of crafting.
If I noticed there's a bunch of them in the room, I would have dropped all those things.
Okay, so you ran off. All right, and you were pretty fast. I'll let that slide. Just yeah, you didn't just of course keep crafting as they charged the position. You ran after Valerie and DESISLAV, just enough speed to outmove the breach of the enemy
I have
push.
no armor. Yeah.
You would be killed if you didn't retreat. So you didn't just sit there. I thought you wanted to just sit there and craft a weapon the whole time.
No.
Right.
Like I see all the commotion happening. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go.
All right, that's fair. You ran out of there. He almost ran you through. He was like full sprinting up those stairs into the chamber, and before he could reach you, you were already gone. Right? We'll see.
Yep.
Our position has been overrun, really badly. Right? He threw his grenade. It's about to blow. Right? He threw it at the end of the round after lighting it. Right? He took it out at the beginning, lit it in the middle, tossed it. Right? So it's gonna blow up in the middle of the next round. After tossing it, he would take a few steps, or try to at least take a few steps out of there. These guys were cutting our guys out apart. You know, this guy finished tackling ODYSSEUS. It's gonna blow up halfway through the round. It might not even actually affect them. Grenades on the deck. They have 5 seconds to respond. Our crew's on the retreat right now. Overall, it's round 4 now. In round 4, halfway through it, this grenade's gonna go off right in 5 seconds. So for round 4, DESISLAV, full retreat or something else, or do you want to stay back and fire?
Full retreat.
Full retreat. All right, and then
You fucking bastards!
VAIEL.
No, hell not.
Let's see, ODYSSEUS. I think you've just been tackled. You're not dead, right? You're not dead. So they're running away.
No,
You hit the deck. He's with you still technically. He's about to run away, so you can start running away soon. But they're all on the retreat. So before you take an action, actually, DESISLAV is on the retreat. VAIEL, are you retreating or something else?
Yeah.
Okay, full retreat. You're leaving your guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Haynes, are you on the retreat or something else?
I'm on a retreat.
Major casualties. We lost 2 already, and about to lose 2 more.
They're too heavily armored. I got no chance.
Okay. And then of course Baff is on the retreat. He's trying to get out of there. ODYSSEUS, do you want to get up and run or something else? The rats are coming out. There's no more torch, or the torch is leaving, right? So they're getting brave.
Yeah, no, we're getting the fuck out of here.
You want to run north or east on your retreat?
Fucking east.
Okay.
I know it's a high risk, but I'm running east.
So what actually happens is, you guys will run for the first 5 seconds, and then it'll blow up. Baff is a medium footman, I think. So he's gonna get about 10 feet before it blows up, right? He does 20 feet max. So are you a heavy or a medium, ODYSSEUS? Do you remember?
I'm a medium, if I'm right. And I'm gonna do a charge into fucking Bath.
Alright, you charge, you get 10 feet. They will also be charging. This is a shield and sword, right? As you guys were running, he runs in to intercept you. I think this is also a shield and, oh no, this is a polearm. He moves in to the flank polearms. This is a polearm right here too. Steps forward, polearms. This also is a polearm, I think. This is a shield. Yeah, so a lot of the shield guys died already. I think this one's a shield. Yeah, this is a shield. So they get halfway. If the shield pushes, the polearms stay back. I'm pretty sure this guy's he's behind. I think he's a polearm as well. Yeah, this is the polearm. So this polearm, so there's none of the polearm guys really died. It was mainly the shield guys. 2 shields here, 4 polearms. This polearm guy, he's gonna go.
Wasn't that the leader?
No, the leader's down here.
Oh, he's a pussy.
No, he's on the way.
Yeah.
He's on the way. He's been following his troop in. I just didn't move his token yet. So, this guy is a polearm. He would position. He would run north. He wouldn't realize this is about to detonate, because he's trying to get an angle to stab. The leader, of course, runs in there, right? Basically,
Murder their leader.
yeah, steps in. That's about it, and supervises his crew as they advance. He walks in there with a two-handed sword, right? Let's see.
Oh, it's probably magical too.
All right. So
Could be.
basically, the orcs have made their charge. As they crash into you, this is gonna blow, of course, but they will have a chance to get their attacks off before it detonates, based on initiative, right? So, orcs are as a group, initiative 4, grenade goes off, initiative 4. So as they are attacking, it is blowing up. It's simultaneous, yes. Yeah, so they'll attack while being blown up. Starting with this guy here, he's a shield and X. He ran into Bath, slams into Bath, and swings his axe into him. Misses the attack.
Fail.
Fortunately, Bath parries with this, or just dodges it as he tries to retreat, ducks and swings overhead. Polearm thrusts into Bath. Let's see if he's hit. It's a miss. Also missed him. He's very lucky. This polearm goes into Odysseus.
Bath means
Miss.
bath, motherfucker.
Alright. This guy's going in for a sword slash.
Shield. Oh, I thought he had a shield.
Shield and sword, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Miss.
And that's a miss. Well, it's a backstab, but it's still a miss because you have good armor. So it hits your armor, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You feel a bump, right? Something hit your back, but it just bounced off your armor, fortunately.
What the fuck was that?
This guy thrusts a polearm at Odysseus as it's exploding. That is a
Miss.
flank.
That
That should be a miss, though. You have decent armor.
Yeah, it should be. It should be miss.
Yeah, armor class 5.
It's a modifier.
He rolled a 11 with his flank. It's a 13. So yeah, still not enough. Missed by like 1 point. The last guy, he had no line of sight to stab you with his polearm. Alright, detonation. So, fortunately, none of us were actually hit during their assault. But now, this thing's gonna blast. They all get a saving throw.
Yeah.
Just a dragon breath. All failed, except one actually, he passed. So this guy passed. These two failed to take full damage of 2d8. He'll take half.
Yeah.
So these two take 12, which will kill them. They're blasted with full of shrapnel. He's dead. He's dead. This guy takes 6 damage. The guy south of him takes 6. Right, blast him.
Let's see. Does he survive?
Let's roll the hits. He died. Alright.
No.
So, 3 dead.
So let's finish
Like,
it.
hold
Alright.
on, it's actually not bad looking.
And then
Hold on.
stray
let's
shrapnel. We gotta check for stray shrapnel. If there's a 2 in 6 chance to get hit by stray
I'm
shrapnel.
planning,
Alright, you're safe.
I'm planning to get out. You sleep.
He's
I'm
safe.
safe.
He's safe. And he's safe. Everyone's safe. No one's hit with stray shrapnel. You're safe. You're fine.
That's
The others are out of the
maybe-
radius. Alright. That is the wrap of that round. Round 4. And everyone else was on the retreat.
There's 3 left, bro. Let's finish.
Alright. They got intercepted, so they're in the midst of combat. So you guys might choose to return and fight them, and maybe even cast a spell, right? You can see at least one of them at the moment.
Yeah, this will give me time to continue crafting or whatever, right?
Oh my god.
You ran, bro. You ran.
Alright, so Odysseus, the enemy are upon us, right? There's 2 polearms, 1 shield, sword against Bath. Bath is preparing to defend himself, but he's probably going to ask for double pay upon having to receive combat, right? Combat pay.
Yeah. I'm gonna, since that arquebus is slung, go
you can-
straight for my my spear and my shield.
Alright, so you're grabbing
I
your
don't care if I
spear,
have to drop the
grabbing your
arquebus.
shield.
I just spear and shield.
Yep, it's already slung on you, so you're good. And as you're grabbing at your shield and spear, with one in each hand, they are thrusting their polearms at you. Bath is drawing his own weapon. I think he's
I'm
got.
alive.
See what he's got. Bath has a spear and shield, which he actually left outside. I think he left the spear outside. He didn't have a sling for it. So he doesn't have a
my
spear.
sword.
It's not close enough.
He left the spear outside? Oh my god.
He left his
thank
spear
you.
outside.
Yep, thank you.
Because you couldn't carry it in. Instead,
Yeah, I'm gonna take that shit.
yeah, there's really nothing you can do but swing his torch at the enemy. So he starts to swing his torch at him as the enemy swings a sword at him, or an axe, I mean. These two go for polearms.
I mean, damn.
And the leader here, after the blast, they actually lost half their numbers, actually. So the whole crew is making a morale check. Which they pass. So they keep fighting to the end, right? Despite the losses,
I'm gonna
they
go ahead and
fight
fudge
on.
that.
Fudge it.
Oh.
Fudge
You wanna
it.
fudge it?
Fudge it. He fudged
Alright,
it.
max?
Yeah.
You wanna max it?
fudged it.
Alright, so they break
Yeah,
morale.
make the retreat.
So the leader calls for a retreat. He says, you know, he says like, retreat! Right? He like oinks it to them. And this guy with the sword and shield raises his shield in front of him to block, right? And they back off, right? As you draw your weapons, as he prepares to swing a torch at him, they back off, right? They're fighting withdrawal. So he swings a torch, he gets initiative. Hits. So as he's backing off, he swings and slams the torch at them.
Fuck him up. Fuck
1d3
him up.
damage.
Nah, we'll push them. We push these
Alright,
guys.
it's
Fuck
2.
that.
Let's see if it killed him.
That's 3.
He got this guy. Before he left,
Oh my god.
Baff baseball batted him with his torch, slammed his head into the wall with the torch, right? Just two-handed swing and crushed his head against the wall, the corner here with the
Nah,
torch.
get the leader. We gotta get that leader, boys.
They
Yeah,
breached
let's go.
armor.
I-
These guys backed
I
off.
want to charge directly at the. Okay, I cannot.
You can move as you're drawing your weapons. You charge the enemy push.
Yeah.
They are on the retreat.
Yeah.
It's too dark though to continue.
Enemy.
So are you gonna go into the dark after them? Or are you gonna let them
No,
flee?
I will instead reload my fucking arquebus.
Alright, yeah, you put your gear away and you start getting that thing loaded. The battle was won because the enemy morale broke. Right. Let's see.
Let's take their heads.
Alright, time to
First
loot.
victory in a while. Hopefully we can compensate our fallen comrades.
I can finally get shit. God damn.
Wait, can my next character be an heir to my
Yeah, it can still be
Yeah.
the heir, it just can't be the same name.
Okay.
Can't use
Okay.
Hans anymore.
Holy shit. Haynes looks around, is like, ooh, loot.
The battle is
Ooh,
won.
dead people.
Right. You guys can recover.
Haynes, you can take my sword if you want to.
The dead people don't talk.
Yeah, so
Hey,
for the remainder of the
there it
adventure,
goes.
you
know,
guys
I
are
was
out,
gonna take
sadly, so please don't, interrupt anymore if possible. You can spectate, but you cannot interrupt the game anymore and you're dead. It would be unfair, right? To those who are still alive. So, thanks for playing, though, but I'll see you guys next time if you're going to head out. So, Alpha
Look at that.
and honestly, thanks for playing. Appreciate y'all, but since you're dead, we'll see you at the next one, and you'll most likely be compensated, right, for your deaths.
Yeah.
Alright, GG's, brothers. For the rest of you, we should wrap it up here, maybe. Loot up and then head out.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys can recover the corpses of Hans and Alfred if you want, so that way their next characters can
I
start
would
with
like to loot.
some gear.
I would like to loot, actually, referee. The Hans' corpse.
You want to take some things from it, or do you want to just pass it off to his next character? Because that's the typical thing you do, right? You carry the body out if possible and just pass off his remains to
I'll
his
be
next.
honest. This is not the worst run I've ever done.
I just wanted it. I just wanted a sword.
Alright, I'm trying to wrap this up for y'all.
Yeah,
So,
but I can buy
just to
it.
give it a basic, if you want to change it up, that's fine. Just trying to make this quicker though. So the idea is your crew
Alright,
would,
let's just do it. Let's just do it after game. That's fine.
Alright.
Let's wrap it up.
to wrap it up, your crew would carefully make their way back in, recover, reload, stand guard while some were guarding, or maybe one guard. The rest were looting. Would bag up the heads of the rats. You'd bag up the heads of the orcs. You would take up their armor and weapons if possible.
Yes.
And at least you're the ones you can carry. We'll have to check our carry capacity total as a party. How much loot
Don't
we
we
can
have
carry.
like a wagon?
We do not.
No, we lost it.
Yeah. So you can't carry a lot of
wait,
loot anymore. So first of all, we definitely want to recover. Are you guys on board with recovering? Priority is recovering the corpses of your fallen comrades, right? So that they can start at a decent rate next time. We'll see. Or do you guys want to leave them to rot down here?
Let's take them
Okay.
so they can have a decent start.
So it takes at least one person to drag one guy out. So let's say out of your
I'll
crew.
take one of the guys.
I'm gonna take Alfred.
Okay. So DESISLAV will be dragging Alfred's remains out of here. VAIEL, you're in charge of Hans.
Vail can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Haynes, you're in charge of looting weapons. Those are light enough to carry in your arms on the way back to town.
Yep.
So you're in charge of looting weapons. Baff, he's retainer, non-combatant role, demanding, of course. He gets compensated. He's like Sir, with all due respect, I think I deserve, combat pay, right? Which would be basically double wages for his
You
work.
can, bitch. We'll get you.
He also got a kill during the adventure, right? Unlike some people.
I accidentally chop off the heads.
Alright, yeah, you hack off heads, or saw them off with your dagger, or pick up a battle axe and get to work.
You got rope. You can rope ton of them together and just carry them all at once.
Yeah, like a bandolier of heads, yeah.
But
Yeah.
Bath, Odysseus,
They ain't gotta be in
Haynes,
great shape.
total collection of the loot is weapons. The armor is a bit too heavy and bulky to take. So no armor is going to be taken, sadly. We'll have to leave that behind.
Can I wear the helmet?
It's not made for your head. It's an orc helm. Heavy helm.
Okay.
Right.
It's like the weapons is also useful. That's fair.
Yeah, weapons are well made, right? If they weren't, they wouldn't be so deadly. So.
And shields are well made too, or?
Yeah, they're very heavy looking. All right.
Yeah, I'm a thief. I don't need. No.
Rats are looted. Their heads are tied up, right? Odysseus, Bath, Haynes are in charge of the additional loot on the way out. Bath is mainly the torchbearer. Haynes and Odysseus are carrying the bulk of the heads and the weapons, right? So, whether it be on rope, whether it be by hand, the loot has been secured. Let's see if we can make our way out of the dungeon safely. Alright, safely you escaped the dungeon, right? So your crew manages to escape the dungeon, but let's see if you can get home safely, right? Still a dangerous course of travel on the way back, right? Lots of crews have been...
Shit, so we can get back immediately. You get
Alright, yeah, so you're out of fudges and rerolls for the game because you used both. I think we're all expended except Gold now. Gold didn't use his fudge yet, so Gold has
no,
more.
he didn't. Yeah,
I haven't used my fudge
For the game yet. Yeah. Vael has already used his reroll, his and his fudge. And I think that's it, right? So we have to rely on possibly Odysseus' luck and prayers to get us home safely, if there is an encounter.
Which, yeah.
Okay, let's check. So we'll start with random encounters. There's definitely one random encounter. We'll check for orc encounters or whatever. Alright, safe. So the random encounter, you don't have to roll yet. You don't have to fudge yet. We'll see if it's even a monster at all. It wasn't even a monster. It was just something to note. Nothing valuable though. So something to note as you were traveling is it began raining.
I fudge it.
Okay.
It's something valuable.
Oh, something valuable? Alright. It began raining, and you noticed something possibly valuable out there in the wilderness. You spotted, so yeah, I'll roll for it. Let's check the trap.
GG's, man.
GG's, guys.
You gotta be pessimistic, man, in order to survive.
I just died.
Okay.
Alright, we'll check the type of valuable you came across. To roll for it. Alright. In the midst of the woods, you came across a random statue, right? Just on the ground. Maybe someone's trying to haul a statue back to town. They never actually carried it back. It's covered in vines and such. It looks decently valuable. Let me check its rate.
Beautiful.
So one marble statue, it is worth 500 coppers.
Oh
the only issue is that you have no carry capacity for it, right? Its weight is 50 pounds. The small statue, marble statue, worth, again, 500 coppers, weighs 50 pounds, right? So your crew is already overburdened, right? You would either have to leave the weapons behind, or the heads behind, or one of the corpses behind.
Let's leave one of the corpses, I guess. I mean, what do you think, guys?
Yeah, fuck the random dude. I don't care. I'm not lawful. Fuck him.
As much as I hate to do this, yeah.
Alright, you guys want to bury one of them? Or at least leave
Alfred got a kill. Hans didn't. Should we leave Hans behind?
So
no,
yes,
leave Hans.
Save my ass.
So let's just say we get Hans's gear and leave his corpse, like in the dirt.
That's the issue. If you would take his gear, then you can't take the loot, right? It's one or the other.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, I'm dropping the motherfucker. Fuck him.
Alright, you're leaving behind, right? So
Sorry, bro.
this remains or someone else's loot now.
We'll give his Mexican some cash. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
Well, Barry,
He didn't
we'll
have much anyway,
compensate him
actually,
for
I
it,
think.
You know.
So it's not a big deal. Look, he like had like barely anything. So.
Can
Yeah, he had nothing.
And he had a sword, so.
It's
can
like
put
worth
that-
like
that
7
fucking- that was
coppers,
my
bro.
sword.
3 coppers, bro.
It's
Let's
worth like
fucking-
7 coppers versus the 500 copper piece of treasure.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
I'm taking it.
Weapon-
I already said it. Fuck it.
Fuck his
weapons are
corpse.
weapons,
Alright.
man. Put the sword
Leave
to
him
the
behind.
plow.
Alright. You left Hans's corpse behind. I guess you can find a nice place to set it and give it back to nature, I guess. Let the animals eat.
I'm gonna
I
put
put
it
him right where the
We'll
statue
bury
was.
him and we'll bury him in.
You have a
dirt
shovel?
covered,
You have a shovel? You can't
I
bury
don't.
him if you don't have a shovel.
I'm dropping him.
Alright.
I'm
Let's just
dropping
put
him
him
Takes
right
on
where the
More
statue was.
encounters if you want to bury him.
Replace him with the statue.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
I'm doing.
You
Okay,
set him down
dude.
into statue, pick up the
The
statue, and
fairies will
start
be happy.
dragging the statue. Alright, left Hans's
That's
corpse
so
behind.
funny.
We move on.
We're dragging.
I'm seeing Indiana Jones. Fuck you.
Alright, treasure hunters, right? Profits definitely more important. Alright. So maybe his family will be a little saddened to see that nothing returned as proof of his death. But at least he'll be compensated.
You can eat my
money-wise.
rat.
Alright. So, you got back to town safely then. That was the only encounter. We came across a valuable random treasure in the middle of the wilderness. Right, vine-covered marble statue worth 500 coppers. 50 pounds of weight. That's small. Alright, let's calculate profits. So, first of all, we'll start with experience actually. All the kills you acquired. Kills this year was worth, these 6 rats collectively worth 3 points of experience. Each orc is worth 1 experience. You killed, is it 8? Okay. So it's 11 XP so far.
Does retreating give you XP?
No.
Damn,
You gotta live. Alright. The treasure you found just now on the way back was worth 5 XP. Alright. Division of the spoils. Alright, it would be divided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not even. So there's some extra. So naturally, everyone's able to get 2, but there's 2 extra at the end. So 2 people can get 3 out of your crew.
You should give one. You should give one so I can level up quicker.
Can we both the Grognards because we both fudged that? I fudged it so we
Yeah.
could live, and he fudged it so we could get extra.
That is fair.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? That's fair. You know what? You guys can have it. That is good. All right.
Alright. So VAIEL and Odysseus receive 3, right? But they have Grognar, so they're old soldiers, I believe. Let's see.
Yep.
Alright. Let me see. Alright, very well. So, as the Grognards of the crew, your experience is doubled, right? You earned 3, it's doubled, so starting with Odysseus, you are at plus 6, 25 points. Almost there. Geese, you received 6 total then. Your NPC received, well actually,
Got a single kill.
he got a kill, right? But his share is 2, but he's actually a retainer. He actually doesn't get, he gets half XP shares. So his 1 extra XP should either go to his master, or his master can let him keep it, or it can go to someone else in the crew. Because he's actually a retainer, so technically he's only entitled
can I
to
get
half
one?
shares. So you can either, it's kind of up to VAIEL since he's the master of BAF. So VAIEL, it's either you, BAF, or someone else in your crew.
Somebody else get it.
Can I get it?
DESISLAV?
Sure, I don't care.
Sure.
Sounds good. So ALFRED, of course, earned 2 points. And then Hans, the third, earned 2 points. DESISLAV earned 3 points. And Haynes earned 2 points. Okay. Not too bad, right? Alright, profits, money. Okay. So when it came to money, we'll start with all the orc heads. All the orc heads were worth, they are actually an enemy of the border. They've been raiding and pillaging, so their bounties are actually more valuable lately. Instead of 10 coppers, you're getting 20 for each head.
Quadruple. Oh my
It's
God.
double. So you get 20 per head. So that's 8 times 20. It's 160 coppers for the orc kills. Okay. So 160 for them. Alright, next is the rats. Okay, the rats are not very valuable. They're just
They're
5
pussy.
apiece. Just 30.
Yeah.
They do spread disease, so it is helpful, you know, being a rat catcher or killer, giant rat slayer. You still got paid and compensated by the state. Alright.
So we got like 500 from the statue.
Alright, and then 500 from the statue. Yep, exactly. So that brings us to 690.
Nice.
And then now we're selling all the weapons, unless anyone wants to keep them. So we sell the weapons. It's going to be valued at 3 apiece.
I lost my javelin. Can I keep one polearm?
Or, let me check the weapon count. So, the
Yeah,
polearms...
I do want something.
Alright, I'm going to say you killed half of half. So, 4 normals and 4 polearms, okay? So, there's 4 polearms and 4 swords, or 2 swords, 2 battle axes, and 4 polearms, alright?
Yeah.
So, you
I
guys
need
can
a sword.
distribute that. It might be better off keeping these instead of selling them because they're not worth as much.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I need my.
These are
I need
very
my
good
bow back,
weapons.
too.
Yeah.
Is
Alright,
the
so-
battle axe 200?
He did lose his javelin. Let me annotate that. It's been lost to the dungeon.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. Appreciate good sportsmanship. Alright, so javelin lost. Everything else seemed to have been recovered, though. I think just the javelin was left behind, and this shield here, which belonged to Baff. I think that was Baff's shield. So he was just gonna have to buy a new one at some point. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Baff left that. Oh yeah, he grabbed the spear on the way out. Let me give him his spear back.
Also need my warbow back from homie.
Yeah. You got your warbow back. Did I ever move it? No, I didn't. Okay. So you got your warbow back for sure. When it comes to the weapons, again, 4 polearms, 2 battle axes, 2 swords. So starting with VAIEL, do you want to keep any of those?
I'm good.
Okay. They all come with slings or scabbards or holsters, right? For the axes at least.
If I carry anything up weight.
You're good. Haynes, did you want to take any of those weapons?
Yeah, I actually wanted I wanted a sword.
Okay.
And
You want a polearm too?
Polearm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a slung polearm. You can wear it. Very good weapon. Well made.
It's a good for a thief for second rank anyway, so.
Yep. It's like an upgrade to your 10-foot pole. Bit heavier, a bit noisier, but not as long maybe. Alright, sword and scabbard. Alright.
Time for me to buy me some lightweight armor, guys.
DESISLAV, your turn. Do you want a polearm and a sidearm as well? Like a sword or axe?
The polearm is with a sling, right?
Yeah, so you can wear it.
Alright, I'm gonna take the polearm and a sword.
Alright, there's no more swords left. Both swords have been claimed. Slung, polearm, sword, scabbard. Nice part about orcs is that they have good loot, right, sometimes. So, you can arm your characters pretty well after fighting them. Let's see. Alright, so DESISLAV is equipped. Baff, he will take a... He lost his shield in there, so he's going to take up a polearm. And I guess he'll take a battle axe too then. Alright, let's go to Baff.
Did you get your XP from your old character?
No, you get compensated 10% of their XP in money though, if you're the heir. Let's see.
Well, yeah, this level the third.
Yeah, DESISLAV the second didn't have much to inherit, right? Or he didn't inherit anything because his death wasn't confirmed, right? As we had discussed. He's missing in action, so you couldn't claim it, right? He's still alive. So, battle axe, holster, or he's unconfirmed death, right? He's probably most likely dead, maybe, but it has to be confirmed still. No one was able to confirm his death. Alright, battle axe, holster, and of course he took a polearm as well. Slung. He got rid of the spear then. I guess he just sold it. But now we're well equipped for melee at least. At least we should be well equipped after this. Alright.
Damn, I think it's time for me to evolve from a fighter to a thief, man.
Yeah, you weren't playing your thief too well out there, but I mean, that was your
Yeah.
first time in a while, so.
I listen. Thief. I played fighter and mages. Ideally, never. I just want to try something new, I guess. And elves. I tried elves.
What would my compensation be?
Alright,
cock
so,
and balls.
He's claimed weapons. He's claimed. Odysseus, did you want to take a polearm or a battle axe, or are you good?
I think I'm good. I mean, I have my spear and stuff like that. So.
Okay. The leftover weapons, we're just gonna sell them. So 3 polearms were claimed, 3 sidearms were claimed. 1 battle axe is sold, 1 polearm is sold. Price is half the value. That means the polearm sells for 5. The battle axe sells for 4, roughly. So we get 9. Sorry, $6.99. Okay, pretty good. All right. And then next up is splitting the treasure. Baff was a he did both a combatant and non-combatant role. Do you want to award him as if he was a full-on adventurer, or do you just want to compensate him as how do you want to compensate him? Because that would be the best move.
How much would the adventurer be?
Right. So if you compensate him as a adventuring retainer, right, he would get a daily wage, or the hourly wages on top of a half share, right? He can never get a full share because he's an NPC retainer, right? All right. So you give him, or not usually, right? So yeah, you'll give him a half share, and a because he fulfilled the combat role and he fulfilled the non-combatant role.
That's
so
fine.
yeah.
He kept one of our guys alive, so that's what
All right. Is everyone aware of that? Baff is taking a half share, right, from the party spoils, or should he only be compensated from your share of the treasure? So the idea is, of course, if that's the case, because technically he is a retainer of a particular member of the crew, which is Vael. So technically Vael can use his share from the splits to give Baff a share, right? Like a quarter share or something, right? Either that, or he can take a half share from here. If he does that, it will take away from what you guys might get. But naturally, he will feel more of like part of the team. That will be a larger compensation, right? And therefore, if that's the case, like he will offer services to your crew as well. If you
just pay him out of my share.
Out of your share? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You will get a smaller share though, if that's right. Does that make sense?
Fine.
Okay. Because it's it's not cut from this yet. It'll be cut after it's split between you 4. Makes sense? Or not you 4, but you 6.
Yeah.
So you all are getting a equal share. Is that right? Or is everyone getting an equal share out of this group? Or does anyone deserve a double share or a half share before we make the splits? All right, we're splitting the treasure now. It's divided equally. 6 way, $6.99 divided by 6. Let me check the calculator real quick. 6.99 divided by 6. 116. Okay. So 116 times 6. 696. There's 3 extra. And we can toss those 3 to Baff for his hourly wages. Or it can go toward that at least.
Yeah, let's give it to Baff, I guess.
So basically it's going to Vael first, and then Vael will pay his retainer out of his own pocket.
Yeah.
So in that case it's again 116 for every member in the crew, 116 each. And then of course Vael has to pay a portion of his own share and hourly wage, which Baff worked for us for the whole day pretty much. Roughly 10 hours. So it's 1 silver at least. And on top of the share. So are you offering him a quarter of your own share, half of your share, or a third of your share? How much are you gonna offer him out of your 116?
Give him half.
Half? Okay. If you give him half of your own share, it's actually like what is typically expected, not from you at least, but from him as from the party. So yeah, that definitely helps with morale. He's paid what he deserves, which is a half share, which that means you get a half share too, though, which is kind of unfortunate on your side, but it is what it is. So in that case, it's going to be 58 for each of you. So let me go down the list and make sure you guys get paid. And also, you've got to pay him a hourly wage, which was 1 silver. So he technically profits more than you then, if you give him half of your share. So I might recommend you only give him maybe 33% of your share, because you still got to pay him his 1 silver.
Make it total half. Like, so, in all, half.
Okay, yeah, in total a half, yeah. So including his hourly wage, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right, that's fair. So yeah, that makes it easier. So Odysseus, all right, receives 116 coppers. Good job today. VAIEL, you ended up receiving, of course, your 58. Your NPC received the same, 58. On top of that, extra 3 at the end, so he got to 61. ALFRED received in the bank because he was killed in action. So his next character will inherit this. Banked copper pieces, 58. Alright, Hans will is the same, not 58, 116. My bad. Alright. Okay, Hans is the same. Banked copper pieces, 116. Pretty good haul tonight of treasure. Alright, and then DESISLAV in your pockets or whatever, right? On your person, 116. Haynes, 116. XP has already been distributed, and that should wrap up the adventure, right? Good job, guys. You guys were actually did good this time, like very good.
Ethan, could you kids go back up to my character sheet real quick?
Sure, yeah. Oh.
I just want to see how much I'm missing.
You can just send them all.
Yeah, here it is.
I'm missing 5 P. Fucking, I'm buying the 5 HP. I have enough gold for it.
Okay. You're trying to upgrade your hit points?
No, I can level up my XP.
Oh, you want to level up?
For every
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have
Okay.
enough copper for it.
You are a soldier, so you probably only need about 3 XP, so you only need to pay 300. So we'll take out 300 from here, 330 total. So you're at 104 here.
Actually, Ethan, I'm technically now the highest ranking thing. I bought your highest rank thing.
Yeah. So in that case, 416 minus 316 on you. Oh no, wait, we already did that. So, yeah. So. Oops. Undo. Okay, so first, yeah, we're just going to take the banked money. Yeah. So the banked money, taking 330. Should have 104 left. That's it. And then now you get 3 times 2 because you're an old soldier. So you get 6. You're at 31. You're at 31 experience, and you get promoted among your peers. So there's a promotion, right? Upon arriving back in town, Odysseus invites you to the temple. He's being promoted to adventuring priest of the clergy order, right? The order of clergymen. So he's now no longer an adept. He is now a priest, right? An official priest. Let's see. A warrior priest, right? So you're C3 now. You're the highest level of the crew now. You're not, you also obtain a new title. New player rank is sergeant, right? Sergeant of the campaign. And then, let's see. You're also a grognard, right? An old soldier. Alright, congratulations on your promotion. It's well earned. You fought hard for it. Next level occurs at 60 points. Alright.
Right.
Good job.
I also need a dozen HP times 6.
Before that, you get an ability score increase. You can either choose 1 to reroll completely, 2 to reroll for potential +1, and last option is a +1 to one of your choosing.
Fucking roll it.
Just straight roll? Which one do you want to upgrade?
Roll. If my God.
Maybe strength or dex?
Quality of this. I'm thinking dex because that's the lowest.
Alright, let's go for that. If you get 11 or higher, you keep it. If not, you stay at 10.
Alright.
Okay. Do you want to use your fudge? Did you use your fudge yet?
I used it to get us
the
cup of the statue. So,
right.
Yeah,
you already used it for the game. Okay. So yeah, it stays at 10. Maybe next time. Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, if you do fudge it next time, you would get, of course, 18. Yeah, HP increase too. So for your HP increase, you can take a D6, you can take +3, or you can reroll all your hit dice. You're already at a very good number here, so I recommend taking the +3 or the 1d6.
1d6.
Alright, you want me to roll?
Yeah.
2. Alright.
Oh god.
That, I
So you're
mean,
at 10.
it's not bad. It could be worse.
Yeah. The average level 3 cleric has 9 HP, so you're still above average, but barely. Yeah. Good job.
I mean, I started out with 6, so.
Yeah. Pretty decent.
Can I bank my money?
Immediately? You sure?
I mean,
You might want to spend money in your
why
next game.
not?
The reason why you don't want to
Money?
is because once you bank it, there's a 10% fee every time you use it, right? The protection fee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright,
So most-
I'm gonna
yeah.
bank it after the next adventure, probably.
Yeah. You would spend it first and then bank it after, right? To secure your funds. Alright, good job, guys. You guys actually did really good today. Even though we lost 2, they were compensated for their losses, so that's good. And it wasn't a major loss. We suffered 2 major losses in a row, right? So we finally won again. Good job. See you guys at the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for playing.
When's the next one?
I'm gonna go out for lunch, so if we get back and you guys are still awake, I might run another one. Maybe in an hour
I'm
or 2.
playing. I'm gonna buy a
I'm gonna be on. You know,
I'm gonna be
You're still awake.
like
I'm already planning what I'm gonna buy.
Alright,
Yeah.
well,
I'm
I'm gonna head out and
I'm-
get some lunch. I'll see you
I
guys.
guess I'm pulling an all-nighter.
Yo, Ekan, can you just send the character sheets
Yeah,
before you
yeah.
leave?
Yo, Gold, can you give me some money next game, man?
No, sorry, I don't talk to poor people.
Oh, okay.
Can you
Can I
please
name my
make sure
character
that-
before you go?
Can you please make sure
No,
all the
we
stuff
do
that-
this shit next.
What was that?
Character, please.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
I said, can you please make sure all the stuff that was on my PC is back on my character?
All the stuff that's on your PC's back on. Okay. I think I understand what you said. I think you were cutting out though. So you're saying make sure all your gear's good to go?
I said, yeah, make sure all the gear that was on the PC is back on my first.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it should be there.
Thank you, buddy.
Right. When's the next game, you think?
I'm gonna go get lunch, so maybe in an hour or 2.
Alright.
But if you guys are
I'll
asleep,
see
no
you
worries.
guys
I'll see you
around then.
tomorrow.
The same thing. See you guys.
Have a good July 4th. Alright, I'll see you guys. Take care.